Welcome to the 2025 European League of Football season, the fifth thrilling chapter of pro-American football in Europe. 16 teams from 9 countries will battle it out from May 17th to September 7th, with the championship set for Stuttgart's iconic MHP Arena. Newcomers like the Nordic Storm join the action, fierce rivalries return, and the defending champs Rinfire kick things off against the Paris Musketeers. This is shaping up to be the ELF's most exciting season yet.
Fourth place, the Berlin Thunder, 2-10.
The Berlin Thunder regressed in 2024, finishing with a 5-7 record and missing the playoffs after a postseason appearance in 2023. Their third-place finish in the Eastern Conference ended a 2-year streak of winning seasons, leaving them with just one playoff appearance in franchise history. Offensively, Berlin ranked 7th in scoring, but struggled with balance. QB Jacob Sullivan led the ELF in passing yards with 25 touchdowns, but the run game lagged, and the O-line gave up 21 sacks. Defensively, they ranked 9th in points allowed, but lost key contributors in the offseason, linebacker Ludwig Myron and edge rusher Kyle Kitchens. Berlin went 5-0 against losing teams and went winless against winning teams, highlighting their struggles against stronger competition. With key roster gaps on both sides of the ball, the Thunder head into 2025 likely in rebuild mode and could be one of the league's weakest teams this season.
Third place, the Hamburg Sea Devils, 4-8.
The Hamburg Sea Devils, once dominant as back-to-back ELF finalists in 2021 and 2022, have since declined sharply, missing the playoffs and posting losing records in both 2023 and 2024. Their 2-10 finish last season marked the worst campaign in franchise history. Last year, they ranked 12th in scoring and second to last in points allowed. In 2025, they look to rebound under new head coach Xuan Fatah, a proven winner. Rookie quarterback Micah Leon now leads the offense alongside veteran wide receiver Terrion Robinson and a solid supporting cast. Defensively, the Sea Devils have added all-star cornerback Rodion Henrique and top-tier edge rusher Kyle Kitchens. Linebackers Harrison Hobson and Jonel Patrice Pali bring physicality, with the Binneman brothers adding local depth. Despite promising changes, Hamburg remains a work in progress. With roster gaps still evident, a return to the playoffs feels unlikely in 2025.
Second place, the Rinfire, 9-3.
The Rinfire enter 2025 as back-to-back ELF champions and the league's most dominant team, going 28-1 over the past 2 seasons. They crushed the Vienna Vikings 51-20 in the 2024 title game, securing their second championship with the league's top defense and third-ranked offense. This season brings change at quarterback, with Chad Jeffries replacing MVP Jadrian Clark. Jeffries leads a retooled offense featuring standout wide receivers Harlan Quofi, Rory Starkey Jr., and Jordan Bawa. With Glenn Tunga gone, Sergei Kendis steps up in the backfield. The O-line remains strong, while the defense, led by Hugo Klages and bolstered by DBs Omari Williams and Darius Nash, looks to stay elite despite the loss of sack leader Aaron Donkor. Head coach Jim Tomsula returns, though OC Andrew Weidinger's departure will test the staff. Still, with depth, talent, and proven leadership, they remain one of the favorites to chase a third straight title.
In first place, the Nordic Storm, 10-2.
The Nordic Storm debut in the ELF this season with serious firepower. Led by head coach John Shoup and defensive coordinator Brandon Noble, the expansion squad boasts elite experience on the sidelines. Offensively, they're headlined by 2023 ELF MVP quarterback Jadrian Clark and 2024 MVP running back Glenn Tunga, both 2-time champs with the Rinfire. Tight end Adria Botella Moreno and WR Brendan Beaulieu add top-tier receiving talent. On defense, all-star safety Luke Glenna, ex-Berlin LB Ludwig Myran, and British linebacker Emmanuel Falola anchor a physical unit. The roster blends international stars with standout talent from Denmark and Sweden, embracing the team's cross-border identity. With proven winners, strong leadership, and a loaded roster, the Storm aim to contend for a playoff spot in year one, and may already be stronger than some established North Division teams.
Fourth place, the Cologne Centurions, 3-9.
The Cologne Centurions are coming off their best season since 2021, finishing with a 6-6 record and missing the playoffs for the third consecutive year. Their offense showed promise, but turnovers and a weak defense hindered their success. The team struggled in the Western Conference, finishing 4th out of 6 teams. Heading into 2025, coach Javan Lenhart aims to bring stability after last season's coaching changes. Key additions like veteran Maximilian Meerwarth and new defensive players should strengthen the team. The offensive line and secondary have been reinforced, and the team is focused on improving consistency. Despite improvements, the Cologne Centurions face a tough division and could be competitive in most games. However, given the strength of their division, they are more likely to miss the playoffs once again this season.
In third place, the Frankfurt Galaxy, 4-8.
The Frankfurt Galaxy entered 2024 with high hopes, but ended the season with a disappointing 4-8 record, marking their first ever losing season and missing the playoffs. The team struggled offensively, ranking 11th in points scored, and defensively, ranking 10th in points allowed. They were unable to win against teams with a winning record, but excelled against weaker opponents. In 2025, veteran coach Bart Andrus takes over as head coach. With a resume spanning from the NFL, CFL, XFL, USFL, and NFL Europe, where he won a World Bowl and Coach of the Year, he aims to revamp the team. The team has invested in youth and depth, especially on defense, and will look to build on their existing talent. However, despite these efforts, the competitive West Division makes it tough for Frankfurt to contend. I believe they will miss the playoffs again, finishing with a losing record.
Second place, the Paris Musketeers, 8-4.
The Paris Musketeers took a major step forward in 2024, reaching the semifinals in just their second season. Led by Offensive Player of the Year Zach Edwards, they finished 10-2 before falling to the Vienna Vikings 47-31. With Edwards stepping away, dynamic former GFL QB Jalon Henderson with 5,202 yards and with 91 touchdowns in 15 games takes over. Paris also made a splash by hiring ex-NFL head coach Jack Del Rio, bringing 26 years of experience. Key weapons like Austin Mitchell, Cheku Sao, and Hugo Tekedam return, while Lamont McDougall adds power to the defensive front after L.B. Dawson-Dale's retirement. Paris opens 2025 against the Rinfire and faces a tough schedule, but with Henderson's playmaking and Del Rio's leadership, the Musketeers remain a true playoff contender.
In first place, the Stoutgart Surge, 12-0.
The Stoutgart Surge have completed a stunning turnaround, going from a winless 2022 to a dominant 11-1 season in 2024 under head coach Jordan Newman. Once the league's worst team, they've gone 23-5 since Newman took over, making back-to-back playoff runs and narrowly losing the 2024 semifinal to the Rinfire 29-23. Stuttgart led the ELF in scoring and had the second-best defense. QB Riley Hennessy returns to lead an offense boosted by RBs Kai Hunter and Tomiwa Oyewo, plus new TE Roberto Miranda. On defense, standout DB Mitch Fettig anchors a unit aiming to be elite once again. With strong local talent, veteran OL Alessandro Vergani, and continuity across the board, Stuttgart enters 2025 as a top title contender, especially with the championship game being held in their home city.
In fourth place, the Helvetic Mercenaries, 2-10.
The Helvetic Mercenaries endured a tough 1-11 debut season in 2024, tying for the worst record in the ELF. They ranked 14th in scoring and 15th in points allowed, with major struggles on third and fourth downs. Determined to rebound, they've overhauled their roster for 2025. New quarterback Isaiah Weed brings athleticism and experience, while former NFL wide receiver Keenan Cole joins rising star Milan Spiller, 2024 Rookie of the Year, to lead a revamped offense. Finnish OL Sampo Leppänen adds protection, and RBS Lennox Gauci and Tirol Bovel offer versatility. Marcus Herford steps in as head coach, aiming to fix the defensive woes and unlock the team's potential. While immediate success may be a stretch, Helvetic is poised to be far more competitive in 2025.
Third place, the Munich Ravens, 6-6.
The Munich Ravens built on a strong debut in 2023, and with a 9-3 record in 2024, earning their first playoff berth before falling narrowly to Paris, 40-37. They feature the number 1 defense in yards allowed and ranked second in scoring offense. Big changes come in 2025 as MVP nominee QB Chad Jeffries departs for the Rinfire, replaced by 22-year-old Russell Tabor, who led Spain's Osos Rivas to a title with top passing stats. RB Justin Rodney and WR Marvin Rutsch returns, and another American WR is expected soon. The defense, led by Wael Nasri, remains elite and mostly intact. While the offense gets younger, Tabor's mobility offers upside. With strong coaching and a player-focused culture, Munich remains a South Division contender. They should stay competitive, but with key transitions, a return to the playoffs isn't guaranteed.
In second place, the Tirol Raiders, 8-4.
The Raiders Tirol posted an 8-4 record for the third straight year in 2024, narrowly missing the playoffs once again. Despite big wins, including an upset over Stuttgart, their hopes were dashed in a season-ending loss to Munich. Their defense shined, ranking 6th in points allowed, while the offense finished 8th in scoring. Veteran quarterback Connor Miller returns to lead an offense featuring standout wide receiver Philip Hahn and rising star Felix Reiter. RB Tobias Bonatti anchors the ground game, and Swedish OL Oscar Strömstedt brings stability up front. The defense adds American DBs Aaron Maddox and Dijon Walls, plus linemen Dusan Novakovic and Misha von Deckerkopf, boosting an already strong unit. With NFL experienced coach Jim Herman returning, the Raiders enter 2025 as serious playoff contenders, hoping to end their 2-year postseason drought.
First place, the Madrid Braavos, 10-2.
The Madrid Braavos impressed in their 2024 ELF debut, finishing 8-4 and earning a wild card playoff spot before falling to the Rinfire. Their defense ranked top 5 in points allowed, and they made headlines with a win over the defending champs. For 2025, former ELF Coach of the Year Andrew Weidinger takes over, bringing NFL and ELF experience to unlock the offense. Ex-NFL QB Reed Sinnott steps in as the new signal caller, while explosive WR Aaron Cruikshank joins as both a receiving and return threat. Star de Alejandro Iceman Fernandez returns healthy, boosting an already strong defense. With key upgrades and a proven coaching staff, the Braavos look to build on last year's success and are seen as serious title contenders in 2025.
Fourth place, the Fehervar Enthroners, 1-11.
The Fehervar Enthroners endured another tough season in 2024, finishing with a 2-10 record and ranking near the bottom in both scoring offense and defense. Their only wins came against Prague and Milano. Quarterback Brock Dahman returns, now with a stronger supporting cast including tall, athletic WR Fyodor Chepizhov and experienced OL Tomas Middleton. The defense adds pass rusher Michael Badejo, who impressed in Germany, and several key imports aimed at shoring up a porous unit. New head coach Mark Ridgely looks to turn off-season upgrades into on-field progress. While the Enthroners likely won't make the playoffs, they've built a more competitive roster that should keep them closer in games and offer hope for growth in 2025.
In third place, the Prague Lions, 5-7.
The Prague Lions finished the 2024 season at 1-11, tied for the worst record in the ELF for a second straight year. With just 2 wins in 24 games since joining in 2023, Prague's offense ranked second worst in points scored, while the defense showed only modest improvement, finishing 12th in points allowed. In 2025, the Lions shift strategy by adding proven ELF talent, headlined by dynamic playmaker Willie Patterson, who brings versatility and explosiveness to the offense. RB Anthony Perkins Jr. returns, joined by a solid group of local receivers. Defensively, the Lions aim to stabilize with returning players and experienced imports. With a retooled roster and a more cohesive approach, Prague looks to be more competitive and could emerge as a dark horse in the playoff race.
Second place, the Rosla Panthers, 7-5.
The Wrocław Panthers ended 2024 with a 6-6 record, missing the playoffs despite a strong finish and dominant wins over Frankfurt and Prague. Since joining the ELF in 2021, they've posted winning records every year except for 2022, yet have never made the playoffs in consecutive seasons. Last year, inconsistency at quarterback held them back, with the offense ranking 9th in points scored. The defense remained solid, finishing 8th in points allowed. For 2025, dual-threat quarterback DJ Irons leads a revamped offense alongside new wide receiver Darryl Stewart Jr., a proven playmaker. RBs Dawid Berzozowski and Tomasz Kempka provide a balanced ground game. Defensively, linebacker AJ Wentland and defensive back Attila Isak form a strong core. With key additions and improved stability, the Panthers are well positioned to compete for a playoff spot and could emerge as a strong wildcard contender this season.
In first place, the Vienna Vikings, 11-1.
The Vienna Vikings went undefeated in the regular season for a second straight year, extending their ELF record to 24 consecutive regular season wins. Since joining the league in 2022, they've posted a dominant 37-4 record and reached the playoffs every year. In 2024, they advanced to their second ELF championship game, but fell to the Rinfire 51-20. QB Ben Holmes returns after leading the league in passing yards and touchdowns, joined by top targets Reese Horn and Noah Toure. RB Kari Pajarinen powers the run game. The defense, ranked 3rd in points allowed, features rising stars like Nicky Terlista and key veterans. With elite talent, strong homegrown development, and head coach Chris Kaleke leading the way, the Vikings enter 2025 as clear title contenders once again. Now let's go to the playoffs, and here's my playoff bracket. In the wildcard round, the Rinfire versus the Nordic Storm. So my pick to win this game is the Nordic Storm. The Paris Musketeers versus the Madrid Braavos. My pick to win this game is the Madrid Braavos. Now in the semifinals, the Nordic Storm versus the Stoutgart Surge. My winner is going to be the Stoutgart Surge. The Madrid Braavos versus the Vienna Vikings. My pick to win this playoff game is the Vienna Vikings. The European League of Football Championship game. The Vienna Vikings versus the Stoutgart Surge. This year's European League of Football Championship marks the first ever title game matchup between the Stoutgart Surge and the Vienna Vikings, and it's a highly anticipated rematch of their thrilling 2023 semifinal clash, where the Surge came out on top in a high-scoring battle, 40-33. With both teams representing proud football cities and hungry for glory, this game promises to be another electrifying showdown. My pick to win the 5th ELF championship? I'm backing the Stoutgart Surge, who I believe are ready to make history by claiming their first ever European League of Football title.
So those are my predictions for the European League of Football this season. Who do you think will win the championship this year? Let me know and drop a comment. So if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you love sports, you found the right place. This channel is all about bringing you the latest and greatest sports content. And don't forget to share this video with more sports enthusiasts. For more content and much more, please click up here to dive into more videos. And thank you so much for watching. Your support is really appreciated. I'm Sportsagator, and I'll catch you guys next time. Until then, keep loving sports.